It's Mo Agostino, Chief Commodity Strategist with Farm Stock Commerce Management. It is losing count on the days, but I believe it's day 10, July 5th. We're in North Dakota. We're here with Mark Rohrich from Maverick Ag. He's an agronomist with them. So, Mark, thank you very much for spending some
thanks for coming by.
Valuable time. We're going to try to keep that social distance thing going on for the tour and trying to keep it safe. But Mark, it's been a very challenging year, to say the least, in North Dakota. Despite that, the crops actually look quite good. Can you maybe tell the crowd, what was your experience? Was it worse than last year?
Yeah, it was definitely more of a challenge. I didn't think we could be more challenged than last year, but we were more challenged. Last fall's moisture was the ultimate doom of we barely got a crop off. A lot of corn never came off. Beans only came off because the ground was froze. Carries into this year. Snow melts, things are looking up. Get some a little bit of early moisture, turns everything to spoils, it seems. Poor roads, there's fields, literally access is not good right now. May 10 roads were closed and opened back up. There was semi-trucks stuck on roads. There was just horrible access and roads when we did finally get out there, and guys got some what I call late wheat seeded. Get this corn seeded May 19th. Start seeding, beans, just doing whatever you can in whatever field you can get to. But
right.
The days are only so long, and you're just when you start on May 10, even here, you got a month window to do a lot of work.
Sure. And so it looks like, despite maybe even some planting delays, the crops look pretty decent.
Yeah, the crops. Soybeans are late and small for this time of year, but the corn that's in looks good.
Right.
We've had heat. We've had the heat. That's what's carrying the corn. Sure. Late wheat with the heat, it's mediocre, thin, not tillered. It's just not a good wheat crop.
Well, talk about that a little bit, because North Dakota's big producer of spring wheat, and we got some of the northern states that do that as well. You talked earlier about some challenges there as well. It doesn't look like as big of a crop as many think.
No, I don't. You take the last how many years? It's consistently 40 to 70 bushels, and there's the big wheat crops, but all of a sudden you put a bunch of wheat out a week to two later, you add heat against it. Here in our county there's a large abandonment of wheat. When you're starting late in the first place, you're not going to start seeding wheat, and if you are, you're not going to seed that much of it. And
right.
there's a good chunk of soybeans, but the wheat acres are not here. I've heard out western North Dakota, wheat acres got out, but dried up. We're so wet, turned dry.
So lack of heat, lack of rain means you're down as much as half?
It could be. I would say from my good wheat crops, it's going to be half. What I'm standing in, it's going to be half.
Talk to me about what you've learned. Is there something that's working the last couple of years that you're doing?
Even around here, guys are constantly trying to push the soybean seeding planting date envelope, and that has excelled for us. It's you think it's crazy. You put them in really cold ground. Corn, you can have mixed results. Soybeans come up and they got a head start on everything. We've really excelled in some soybean yields because of that planting day.
If the folks want to learn more about Maverick Ag, how can they do that?
Yeah, just follow me on Twitter at Sunflower Farmer, or maverickag.net is our website. So.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
And finally, we want to thank our premier sponsor, Genesis Ag. If you're looking for better soil health, better yields, higher yields, and profitability, look no further. Learn more, go to Genesis Ag, www.genesis.ag, or follow them on Twitter at Genesis Ag Life.